Okay. Walter Clayton Jr., we already know this guy was a beast. We saw throughout the year he hit every single shot that he had to. He's not missing, and he's still not missed. He single handedly, him and Thomas Howe, beat Texas Tech down the stretch of the game. And then Walter Clayton just single handedly beats Auburn down the stretch of this game. Olaf Condon, I thought, played good defense throughout the entire day. But, I mean, like Florida, like what do you do? What do you do? Like I was looking upstairs, I was watching this game, like it's 8 point game. And it's like if this game's within 5 with 5 minutes to go, Walter Clayton's going to win this game, and it was. And Walter Clayton won this game. He dropped 34. That's like a season high pretty much for him. The guy does not miss when situations have to be done. When you have to make plays, he doesn't miss. I've not seen a guy like that in March Madness probably since Carson Edwards. And that was when he was at Purdue. I've not seen a guy quite like this in a while. One guy who can just make these type of plays. It's very, very tough. It's very, very weird to see because college players don't do this. They don't hit shots like this all the time. But guess what? This guy is. He is carrying this offense of Florida. Elijah Martin, by the way, this guy can fly. This guy can dunk. This dude's incredible. Just dunked on Chad Baker Mazara like just one of the best highlights of the tournament, probably the best highlight of the day. And then you have Auburn today. Usually close games come down to their stars. Walter Clayton Jr. popped up phenomenally, did not miss a free throw and hit every big shot. Janiah Broome could have not done more than the opposite. He missed every big shot and missed all his free throws. He could get nothing consistently going. He couldn't finish his dunk. He couldn't make a layup. He didn't make a shot from 15 minutes, from the last 15 minutes on. I mean, you can't defend him. I can't defend him for this. You sucked in the biggest game of the year. They had 2 turnovers in the first half. They finished the game with 14. That's bad. That's really bad. They had an 8-point lead in the first half. What happened to that? They kept missing. They messed up their free throws. They had bad turnovers. They couldn't get set offensively. Walter Clayton killed all their guards. And I want to mention one play. It was a 1-point game with like 3 minutes ago. I think Cardwell is guarding Clayton on the outside. You know he's going to get blown by. It's not Cardwell's fault. He's just not fast. Broome, help out. Slide over to the left. Take a charge. Do something. Put your hands up. Make him pass to Condon. And then you go foul Condon. Condon's a 60% free throw shooter. And make him go make free throws. You've missed yours. Hal can't make his. Like you can bet Condon's probably going to miss at least one. I don't know which one, but one. It makes it a 2-point game. But no, you let Clayton get a wide open layup. Like wide open. It was the easiest shot of the day. So that happened. Clayton kept hitting everything. But overall, the defense for Florida was pretty good. A lot of the loose balls, a lot of the fouls went in Auburn's favor too. So it wasn't just like Auburn was killing them and then everything switched. They still had chances. They just couldn't hit. They couldn't hit on a big shot. Chad Baker Mazara had one of the roughest plays of the day. He goes up for a shot. How contested. He puts the ball back on the down after he was up in the air. That's an up and down. That's not allowed. That's Florida ball. You were down by 6. If you hit that shot, you're only down by 3 with 50 seconds left. You did not have any short chances for opportunities. You had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. You let Florida get a rebound with 12 seconds left when you're only down by 4, and Houck missed another free throw. He's an 81% free throw shooter. He went 3 for 7 today. And Chad Baker Mazara and Janiah Broome let him get a rebound. I feel bad for Caldwell. He did pretty good today. I think Denver Jones didn't do that bad either. Chad Baker Mazara, he hit threes. You got to play defense. You have to play big. You have to. And this first half, Auburn was getting rebounds. They had the lead. Last bit, Florida was getting the rebounds. They got the lead. Broome played horrible. Down the stretch, Clayton played great. That's the main difference. You come down to these moments like this, stars v stars, and your star sucked. And this is supposed to be the National Player of the Year. No. Wooden Award? No, this is probably going to Cooper Flag. But this guy right here, Walter Clayton, has earned his way into the first round. Janiah Broome is completely out the first round of the NBA draft. I don't know if he might not even get drafted. It's a tough guy to draft. He has not a great lateral speed. His post game is not consistent. It's not like Zach Edey. He's like 7'3". Like dude can kind of shoot or learn to shoot. Janiah Broome is not that. He can't make free throws. At least Zach Edey could hit some free throws. Broom is worthless on an NBA team. I really don't know what he can do. Walter Clayton is playing like a Jalen Brunson type of guy right now. I know he probably won't translate into the league, but like right now, the guy is killing every guy out there, and they'll probably end up playing Duke. I've bet money that Duke will win. If they don't, then I've lost some money. But right now, it looks promising for Duke. The game's not even started, but I kind of want to see Houston win. You got Jim Nance at the game rooting for Houston. I'd kind of like to see Houston win and play them against Florida. Houston's never won a title. It'll be kind of cool to see that. But Auburn, that sucks. You've never won a title. This is probably your best team you're going to have. You did not even make the SEC championship because Janiah Broom kept missing free throws against Tennessee. And you don't make your championship game with the best team you've probably ever had. So it's kind of tough. You made the Final Four at least. Beat Michigan State. Beat Michigan. Beat the Michigan schools. You're better than all the Michigan teams. Some Alabama can't say. But like, that's rough. That's a rough loss. You had it in your hands, and you completely fumbled continuously down the stretch of that game. This loss is on Auburn. Down the stretch of the game, they did a very good job keeping the ball in Walter Clayton's hands until they let Florida get a rebound. They kicked it right to him. They did a pretty good job keeping out of his hands, and Elijah Martin kept giving up jump balls, but they couldn't do nothing with it. Pettiford did okay. Could have done better. Florida scored 79 points. Auburn has to get more than that. Like, they have to. They scored 81 of them the first time they played. Florida doesn't drop 900 on you. You have to win. And they didn't. So, yeah. Good job, Florida. Onto the championship. And, yeah, you got to go back to the drawing board if you're Auburn, continuing to not win titles. That's a rough loss. Good season, though. But good job, Florida. SEC champs and national championship. Either runner-up or winner. We shall see. They're probably going to lose to Duke. We'll see what happens. God bless y'all.